Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab, in the book. I got some lessons for you. I'm just going through them now, fluff and all. Okay, I'm going to unfluff the fluff for you. So let's go. Writers is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking, mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we going with this? Excuse me. Let's get there together. So let me ask the question: do you know you well when I get through? Because that's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and thinks and believes that they do, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and two, my yacht be true. I'm going to pass through the het hadu as a metaphor, but it's a quick chapter, a quick little paragraph, two little stories. I'm going to break it down right quick. I'll call it the fluff, but if you listen to it, it's going to be good information. So I'm going to change the lesson right quick and get a little breakdown, but good information right quick. Het hadu as a metaphor. What you mean? Het hadu represents the predicament of human life. That's what I mean. And from a state of unity with who? The divine, Ra, she becomes degraded to the point of what? Forgetting her true identity. That's us in human form. That's why they use it as a metaphor. She's God's consciousness. He sent her out to do a job. She got caught up and forgot her job. So he had to send his Djehuty, his boy, to bring her back, so to speak. That's the whole concept of this philosophy. Watch this. And she engaged in violent acts and lives out her lower nature. Sound familiar? And the base desires. Sound familiar? If you just having fun, if you're just doing you in any shape, form, or fashion, that's not going to end well for you. Moving on. There's a price to pay for that. Okay? If you're doing good things and you living right, doing right, you'll be rewarded. I didn't know that back then. So I can tell you that now by, again, experience. But the other way, I know that one as well. And guess what? You will suffer consequences of those actions. This is known as a state of, you ready? Dullness of mind, aka ignorant. The more a person separates from their essential nature, higher self, right, good things, the more that person slides down into what? Egoism, aka your lower aspect, your lower nature of what? Your mind. Get your mind out the gutter. Remember all that stuff? Thinking negative, thinking dirty thoughts. Those are all stuff that we took for granted. You are what you believe you are. And which include, watch this, vices such as what? Is displaying anger, showing hatred, being greedy, having lust, and being jealous of somebody who think you think they're doing better than you, etc. And oftentimes, these feelings that are driving you because your ego, your ignorance are so strong, what? That they cloud your intellect. Djehuty can't do his job. Why? You got a whole bunch of stuff going on. He don't know what to happen. And it renders you, the person, what? Incapable of higher forms of thought and compassion and feelings towards somebody else other than yourself. Sound familiar? These are people qualities. And you can see it in their character. If you know people like this, that's what they're trying to show you. That's not nothing new. It's always been there. And watch this. In her aspect as the eye of Ra, Djehuty is the highest, the most powerful of all. She got the power of Ra. And when she was going to Ra, didn't nobody go mess with her? Why? No, we ain't mess with her. No, that's Ra's daughter. We ain't mess with her. Just like when the cops got me, he said, man, you know what that is? That's Bill's son. You don't want to mess with that. That's all. And she had a reputation. All right. But she was the object of awe and admiration for who? Everybody. Did nobody mess with her. Okay? But when her mind, when she went astray, when her mind was degraded, when she forgot who she was, in the same awesome power that becomes the object of what? Tremendous fear. Now, because of its uncontrolled nature, it becomes destructive. And if it's about you, it's self-destructive. The hieroglyph for the ego is the man with a hatchet to his head. Self-destruction, okay? Picture says 1,000 words. You can say, you see that picture? Oh, you know that ain't good. How about I say we can modernize it, get it with a guy with a gun to his head? Same thing. Self-destructive, suicidal, okay? Once again, all human beings, all human beings, we all have the power to pay attention. This is my favorite part. With great goodness or extreme evil intent. Watch this. If a person acts out of maya, that's righteous, virtuous actions, such as compassion, nonviolence, truth, universal love, harmony, reciprocity, sharing, etc. Those are all divine qualities that when you exhibit, you will be rewarded because what? That's what God recognizes in your character. Those qualities right there. Now, the flip side, here we go. Virtue, all those good things. But then their capacity for goodness becomes what? Boundless. Okay? However, if a person acts out of ego, set, lower nature, the things about we listed above, then now their capacity for negativity, here we go, due to their ignorance, it becomes immense, even to the point of extent of what? Self-destruction. I do this. When negativity becomes so intense in your mind, heroin, we know it's poison. Okay, they still will what? Shoot it and get high. That's intense. That's so great that you will what? Commit suicide. What? Too much of it will kill you. I'm not doing nothing that's gonna take my life. That's just me. I can't only speak for me, but that's what they're showing you. When you get that far gone, addicted, you can't run, you can't articulate, you can't think right. Watch this. And your power of thinking is not only an aspect that becomes impaired. What? Now a person's memory, self-identity also becomes impaired as well. You don't know yourself. You don't even know who the hell you are. Oh, I'm just fun. I own a mansion in the yacht. I'm little Trump. My father Trump. And yeah, y'all two lying morons. Moving on. Like father, like son. Y'all didn't get that lesson, so it's okay. Moving on. But instead of seeing herself as this beautiful goddess of light, the daughter of Ra, the enforcer of truth and justice, Djehuty, because of her ignorance, memory loss, and not knowing who she is, now see herself as this vicious wildcat of death, instrument of death, the punisher of what? All unrighteous. Matter of fact, it got so good, he killed everybody. Ra, you gotta stop her. Why? She killed everybody. The righteous ain't saved. But that's the power she had. And power in the wrong hands, power would not control, will gut, self-destruct. That's what white America's doing now, self-destruction. We taught that 40 years ago. Watch this. And now in the same manner, people, us human beings, spiritual beings in human form, have forgotten our identity as what? God and goddesses. And my mother-in-law, I'm ready to run now. I'm ready to take off until my feet just running. That's what it's all about. And they have come to regard themselves as what? Just miserable human beings. One day I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get old and I'm gonna die. And they're caught in what they call the struggle. We call it the struggle of life. What's this? For what? Survival. And they're in what? Constant competition with who? With other ignorant human beings and with what? Most of us, nature itself. Every other group of people live in harmony with nature. The white man in Western civilization always in conflict, fighting with nature, and constantly continue to lose, but he keep doing it. Definition of insanity. Okay, moving on. Mother Nature is undefeated. Father Time ain't lost about yet. So why you keep fighting that? Roll with it. Go with it. Understand it and move on. Nope, they rather keep going. So I'm done with that. Now let's talk about Djehuty, my boy. Okay, the ultimate teacher. Djehuty, when Haru was all messed up, he took on the task of what? Of saving her from what? The pit of negativity, of ignorance, lost herself. Again, ignorance in which she had fallen victim of. It happens. It happens. So Djehuty is what? He's the symbol of what we call the spiritual preceptor. He's going to bring you back to where you need to be. My title, Sage. I get you to what? Master yourself. But what? I master myself. I'm going to help you do the same thing. That's why. And what's this? Due to her ignorance. So Djehuty is the symbol of spiritual preceptor, the ultimate teacher. What's this? He represents intellect. You ready for this one? Right thinking and truth. Bam! Djehuty is a right thinker. Who knew? I did. Now you do too. Alright. So Djehuty, what you call Sihu Djehuty or Sabai Djehuty. Let's break what that word means down right quick. I said I got a few minutes. I got another page of information. Good stuff. We rolling. This is fluff to me, but I'm seeing now going through it. I hope you understand it. This is good stuff. Djehuty is the god of what? Learning. The god of writing. The god of mathematics. The god of language. He is the god of, is referred to by the Greeks as Thoth. The Romans, Mercury, the messenger from God. He tells you he's God's mind. He's the mind of God. That's the thinking aspect of you. That's your brain. That's you. Yeah. He's there at birth. This thing in your head, little bitty. He keeps records. Take care of everything. At death, he's still there. Hello, you get the concept? So Djehuty, who they call Thoth by the Greeks, in ancient Egyptian mythology, he ain't a real person. He ain't the pyramid builder. He ain't the king of Atlantis, all that. Oh, Lord. He's a concept, a principle, a philosophical concept that you can practice, emulate. We give him life to show you why he walk around a man. You don't see a man with an ibis head, a monkey that's intelligent, or a baboon that's intelligent. No, it's all metaphors. That's what Haru represents, a metaphor. They all are metaphorical, mythological, to teach the lessons. I'm doing just that. Now, he appears, watch this, in ancient mythology, he is the scribe of what? Gods. Starting with Ra, he keeps records for everybody. Him and Mayat, what? She's the scale, he keep records. They go together. They're not husband and wife. No, not like that. No. Mayat don't have a counterpart. She has Itfet, which is what? Chaos. She represents order. He represents chaos. But he don't get no shine. You're not supposed to glorify the devil. Religion does that. Y'all Christians, y'all just give the devil all kind of praise. No, just X him out. We push Mayat. Many push Itfet. But he's there. We know him, but we don't get no shine. See? Some things you can just avoid. And some evil spirits like that, you avoid them. So now, Djehuty, he appears to has what? As the record keeper of the dead. Okay? In the book of Coming Forth by Day, he is the patron of what? Learning. And he's the master of the arts. He is the inventor of writing. The Medjunetta just gave that lesson. Okay, see, it's all, we following it. These are lessons. I write a pattern. It's a curriculum. I can't do it in the class, I'll do it right here. Moving on. And he's the inventor of writing and the specific theology related to him. He is also seen as the creator of the universe, God's mind. He's the cosmic mind. That's Djehuty. Djehuty is depicted as a man with a head of a baboon. You never see him in that picture. That's ancient. You see him now with the ibis head, and you see the whole body as a baboon. I've never seen a picture with Djehuty with the baboon head on the man. So I know that there, but I haven't seen it. So I'm more familiar with the ibis head, bird head, excuse me. And he also bears what? Pen and ink. Everywhere I go, I buy a whole case of pens. I run through them. I buy a whole case of pens. I'm old school. I write my lessons down. Okay, I go through these things like water, 50 pages. Okay, but that's how I orchestrate my stuff. No story short, to supplies. That's it. And Djehuty's always what? God, here's what he need. If I ain't got a pen and paper, I got a problem. Why? I like to write stuff down. So keep that available. That's his thing. And watch this. He also bears a pen and ink. And sometimes he also has the lunar disc and the crescent over his head. He represents the moon. The sun disc is God. Remember, God shot light on the moon. Okay? This represents Djehuty, the points, the sharpened point here. The first time for God was the dot in the circle. Okay? And in masonry, I just talked to my brother. We've been masons for over 30 years, almost 30 years now. And I tell him stuff to do. The stuff that we learned, they hold stuff. I got some stuff that supersedes all that nonsense. And he gets the concept, yeah, Northeast Corner, they said nothing was there. I've been there ever since. Moving on. Knowledge and information, they tried to hide it from us. Now that we're in the information age, they can't do that no more. So now they try to bombard you with a whole bunch of information. Hopefully you don't get the truth. You can't distinguish the truth from the BS. I'm just saying. Now I just showed you dot in the circle. That's God. The moon, the half crescent, that represents Djehuty. Watch this. The crescent moon is the symbol of Djehuty. All right, I'll get this out the way. It's the figure of the moon in its first quarter. You notice the moon go that way and it wanes. Okay, it gets bigger, get the full moon, and then it dies back again. I got a picture for that on the next page here, right here. They knew the moon, the cycle, 28-day cycle. They had all that figured out. There go Ra Harati, the sun. There go the eye of Djehuty. This is hot. See that? That's his sign right there. And this is him in full regalia. Pen, ink, pad, paper, crescent moon hat. Okay, the feather of my yacht. And this is him in the baboon form. I've never seen him in the life form with the head of the baboon. That's why I wanted to show you that picture. You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to get the stuff up. But now he's representing the first quarter. Now, this is all symbolical. Watch this. It has concave and convex edges, terminating what? Into points. You got 2 points. And the crescent moon symbol signifies what? Growing or increasing in what? Understanding, aka knowledge, reason, and spiritual wisdom. Okay? Therefore, Djehuty is the embodiment of knowledge. My man. This is one of the reasons why he is said to have created writing. He is also the messenger of Ra. Just like Mercury is the messenger for the god in the Roman, and thought is the messenger of Zeus. Same thing, okay, conceptually. So I'm not worrying about who used what, who did what. The goal for all of them is to get you to God by hook or crook. It means necessary. That's the purpose of religion. Unite you with God, so when the body runs out, you can go back home. Okay? It's been that way since forever. But he also the messenger of Ra, who brings what? The special word. What's the special word? Know thyself. The words of power. To who? He gave it to Aset. She brought Asar back to life. She brought her son back to life. She knew the word. She had the power. And in the Asarian resurrection, she the one who resurrected him. Okay? The story, in order for Aset to resurrect Haru too, in this aspect, he symbolizes what? The spiritual preceptor who brings what? The wisdom of who? God, the divine self, to what? You, the aspirant. So that you now can what? Resurrect his or her spiritual aspiration in curved like at the inner surface of the spear, curved outward as to what? The exterior of a spear. To me, you can cut through. The universe is understood to be like what? The ocean of matter through which Ra sails in his boat. Remember from the noon, his bark, he got two of them, one by day and one by night. The day one is just him and Djehuty in my yacht. He don't need much. At night, when he got to deal with the prophets, if you hear any noise, it's me and the boys, because he bringing everybody out. Okay, set everybody, Root, Haru, everybody. All right, but in order to sustain creation, these are all elements that got to work together to keep it going. And Djehuty, again, is what? Ra's mind. We are Ra. He's our mind also. He's also what they call the cosmic mind, which Ra moves through the ocean of creation. Thus, the universe is known as an ocean of consciousness. God is spirit and consciousness in the vast ocean of the noon, we called it. And the spirit, Ra, uses what? His cosmic mind, aka Djehuty, to what? To create the objects and the very forms of creation and maintain order with Mayat in creation. Therefore, matter, creation is in reality what? Consciousness, primeval ocean, which has taken on forms, physical objects in accordance to what? To the will of who? The cosmic mind of Djehuty. The cosmic mind also brings forth what? Learning and knowledge to what? His creation, through what? The arts, the sciences, and language. Nothing, listen, nothing is invented by human beings. Nope. Everything that is created by civilization comes from what we call the cosmic mind and not from any individual human being. Ain't that a bit? So if you are atheist, that'll just stop that nonsense real fast. Okay, let's go. Now, wrapping it up. Ooh, yeah, I got you. Now, it's perfect. To believe otherwise would be what? Ignorant and egoistic thinking. That's just being selfish, and what stubborn is being an asinine, not giving in to what? A fact and what it is. Lord, I just thought, okay, you're going to believe what you want. I don't ask nobody to believe nothing I tell them. That's your decision. And the more a person is in tune with what? His cosmic mind, the more knowledge he or she can obtain. I study daily. And the more inner peace and fulfillment that person can what? Experience for themselves. I'm not beat for a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm not distracted by a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm focused and I'm doing what I need to do. And that makes me happy. What? Through my daily experience. Okay? The further away a person gets from what? His cosmic mind, wrong thinking, negative actions, negative ignorance, and the delusions of the world, the less able that person is able to discover what? Goodness, inner peace, we call Hotep, and self-knowledge that leads to what? Happiness and health in life. If you're not doing certain things you just won't get. That's what it says. I'm going to end the lesson now and start the next one off with the sun. The moon is the symbol of the mind. Again, the moon your mind can increase in knowledge or decrease in knowledge. Your choice. Again, that's what Mayat represents. There's a choice. It ain't mandatory. It ain't a must. There's always a decision you can make for yourself. And in closing, right things. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be right back. I'm rolling. I want to cut it down and get to the next lesson. So, in closing, may you all live to be 100, me? 100 minus today. So I never know my right thinkers who starting to understand and know themselves and passed away.